Your criminal charges can be dropped, and there's a couple of different ways that can happen. One way is through pretrial diversion opportunities. Those typically are available in the less serious kinds of cases, the cases that are prosecuted by the Office of the Attorney General, or the less serious offenses prosecuted by the U.S. Attorney's Office. And the pretrial diversion opportunities include things like deferred sentencing or deferred prosecution. And in both of those diversion opportunities, the person agrees to stay out of trouble for a period of time, might have to complete some community service, may have to complete some other agreed upon conditions, and then gets their case dismissed after having completed what they've agreed to complete as a part of their side of the agreement. So that's one way, and that's the pretrial diversion way. The other way to get a person's criminal charges dismissed is if there's been a constitutional violation. So, for instance, if the evidence that's being used to prosecute you was seized in violation of the Constitution, if there was a gun taken from your car, and when your car was searched, that search was in violation of the Constitution. So the police didn't have probable cause to search your car, and they searched the car anyway. And when they seized the gun, that was in violation of the Fourth Amendment because they didn't have probable cause to search the car. Then we would file a motion to suppress the gun. We would litigate that motion to suppress the gun. We would have a pretrial hearing where the judge would hear evidence, and we would try to convince the judge that there had been a constitutional violation. And if we won that motion, then the judge would grant the motion to suppress, and the evidence would be suppressed, and then the case would have to be dismissed because without the evidence, the government can't go forward in the criminal charges against you. So that's another way that charges can be dismissed. In the context of a civil protection order or an anti-stalking order, I've had those kinds of charges be dismissed, both by way of entering into voluntary dismissals by negotiating those kinds of cases with the other side, or by going to trial and having the petitions dismissed because through cross-examination, I've been able to prove that there's no basis for the petition. So in lots of ways, there are ways to get cases against you dismissed, and I look forward to being able to help you in any one of those ways. Please give me a call.